that door. On that door.
You know the BBC reporter that we watched people coming out there?
Get two on that, Mark.
Another big judge that was ruled against me, and then you
really smart.
That judge's verdict is a slam down against the police. An absolute. Read what he said. Yeah? Read what he said. Read about their evidence. It was corrupt. It was unlawful. For me, I'm frustrated still. I shouldn't be happy. I'm not happy because I shouldn't be put through this time and time again. I walked out of this court last year. It cost £53,000 for not guilty. I've just walked out again. This is nearly £100,000 we spent on this case. What for? And my main thing is the mainstream media sat through this whole trial. They knew all the and yet they didn't report one of them. They hid it from you. They hid it from you. I'm so glad.
Women in the shop.
She's in it.
Yeah, she's good.
I was targeted because of my political beliefs. So say that out loud. The government, on behalf of the government, counter-terrorism targeted me to try and get access to my phone as a journalist. Where's the outrage from the mainstream media in this? They were trying to get my access to my work that I do and my investigations that I do as a journalist. That is a corrupt state, that's what it is. When I walked out,
Now you're back to that.
when I walked out of court last time,
We love you, Tommy.
when I walked out of court last time and I was looking, when I walked out of court last time,
So Tommy, all I can say is thank you very much. It is great that you. No. You're going to break. Pull out this way, Tom.
What do you think about the fact that they kept out the citizen journalists, that they refused to let citizen journalists report on your case?
that's right. They fought. They didn't just kick you out, they physically dragged you out, yeah?
But all the others, I mean,
yeah.
the young Bobs and everybody, like there's 20 citizen journalists who were kept out.
Well, Ezra, if you followed, do you know when you listen to that judgment, did that judgment match any of the mainstream media's reporting from this case?
No, it was stunning.
So the mainstream media, he hammered them, yeah? But when you relay his judgment from what he witnessed, and then you read the BBC, and you read all the Daily Mirror, and you read their headlines from this trial, none of them wrote any of that. You did. None of them wrote any of that. So they would have hoped that he'd have found me guilty, and then they wouldn't have had to write any of that. And then by excluding all of the citizen journalists, by excluding them, they had control the narrative. But they didn't, thanks to that judge. He gave a damning verdict. I'm happy.
Congratulations.
Yeah, I'm happy. I didn't expect that to do. I just don't expect it. Even though my solicitor says it, I just didn't expect it. I just think, nah.
He's an honest judge. It builds your hope in the system a little bit.
Yeah, he hammered him. He didn't just he could have sat on the fence on a couple of issues. He hammered him. He hammered him, man. And I'm pretty shocked by it, to be honest. And not just shocked, I'm angry. I'm angry at the mainstream media's reporting of this case. When I was on trial, when you was here, they didn't report about you getting dragged out. No, they made it about driving an expensive car. So what? What's that got to do with terrorism? It's my mate's car, there's no big story there. What's the story?
This judge said you were targeted for your political beliefs and that's illegal. Do you think this will make it less likely that police will target you for your political beliefs, or do you think the cops will ignore this ruling?
How many people do you think can lose their job over this today? Nothing. No one. Who's going to be held to account for this? No one. This happened 12 months ago, Ezra. 18 months ago we walked out of this court where we found that the same police, they use unlawful bail conditions, unlawful arrests. They found all that then. So, they found all that.
Great to see you.
Are you going to...
Going to go directly in and out, or they're dropping
No, it'd be in and out.
That's my way!
How did you Israel, mate? How was Israel? Israel, how was that?
Israel was brilliant, absolutely brilliant.
Come with me, mate.
On the cameras, boys. Come on.
I'm over it, mate. Come on.
Fake news, move.
Welcome. So Tommy, you've now arrived outside of Westminster Court for the outcome of your trial. What are you expecting to be happening today?
He's going to read out a verdict. Obviously, we all played out the trial, we watched the trial. There was a point in the trial where when I sat down afterwards with my King's Counsel. He said they lost on law 3 times. They lost on law 3 times. that doesn't matter. That's what I said to him, that doesn't matter, yeah? When I've been in court case time and time again, you all watched the film Silence, you all saw the film Silence, yeah? I proved categorically in that case, my case, it didn't matter, the judge ruled against it. I am not being tried. I wish there were 12 members of the British public making their decision today, but there's not. There's an appointed judge. The same judge that, unfortunately, I think, I might as well say now, let Hugh Edwards off. So, for me, that's an establishment case. Hugh Edwards was a paedophile who was part of the establishment inner circle, and he was given no sentence from this court for child images of the worst sorts of rape. So for me, when I look at that case and look at what justice he got, I ask questions, but I don't know them.
But what we can't believe is that on Saturday, I beg your pardon, on a train, an event occurred which has not been classified as terrorism, but you're now facing a sanction, a sentence, and being classified as a terrorist.
The public can see all this now, so it doesn't matter. Actual Rudy Gavana had an Al-Qaeda manual under his pillow. They found him an hour of gun in his house. But yet they sat on the news and they told you it had nothing to do with terrorism. They told you he's not a terrorist. He had ricin in his house. That's terrible. They told you and they lied to you for months and months and months. They continually lied to you. The witnesses, I believe, say they heard Allah Akbar on the train. They will tell you it's not. They will lie to you and lie to you and lie to you. Then they'll lie to you about us with misinformation. They are the main proponents. Our government are the proponents, and most of these cameras are here on behalf of them. The mainstream media are their proponents of misinformation. They will lie to you, they'll cut this, Tommy Robinson, terrorism, all this bullshit, whereas reality is this is targeting me. You see all the citizen journalists here, if they're successful today, never bring your mobile phone or your device through the border ever again, yeah? Because this will open the gates for them to come in, because there's a war going to happen in the UK, and it's going to be the mainstream media acting on behalf of the government against the new media. They wanted to shut me down as a message to any other citizen journalist. My prison sentence outside Leeds Crown Court, I've just shared a video this morning of a journalist chasing someone down. He said I got 10 months in jail for that. But that was about sending a message to citizen journalists, shut up, basically. They're already trying to work out what they can do because of the footage that's coming out from all the different hotels and what's going on. They don't want anyone, they have to be in control of the media. They have to be in control of what the public gets. And we're a stumbling block. And every one of you with your cameras is a stumbling block. So I'm very grateful for you coming every time as well.
Excellent. I won't delay you, Tommy. We are looking forward for you to emerge from the court.
Yeah, hopefully. I should feel confident after what happened in that case, but I never feel confident because it's a British tradition. I've been through it so many times.
And just to let you know, the BBC journalist who grasped on Ezra is in there. We invited him on your channel to make a statement before he went in, and he declined.
Do you know what happened in this trial? I watched the security drag Ezra Levant,
I was there,
a journalist, they dragged him physically out of court to prevent him live reporting to the public. They dragged him out. I watched him. Standing there watching him physically grab him out. That's how much they want control of what you know. So let's see what happens. Good luck today,
So that's Tommy, mate. And he's going to make his way into the court to receive the outcome.
Okay, thank you.
Of
Good luck, Tom. Thanks, Tommy.
I hope no walk up at the end of this. If not, it's just
too busy there, guys. While we're getting into the yes.
Put you back out, Tommy.
We'll see you in half an hour.
yeah, now hopefully.
Thanks, Tommy. Here you go. I'll meet you.